Hi everyone, Catalina, Interpreter Coach here. And this video is especially for language interpreters who feel that their calendar is running them instead of the other way around. In our March Calm and Clarity call, we talk about reclaiming and restoring our energy, not in an abstract way, but in a very practical way, in a very this is actually my life kind of way. So today I want to highlight some of the ideas for you. And there are basically three ideas. How to look at your calendar differently. Number 2, how to protect your energy on very busy days. And number 3, how to start creating more calmness and clarity in your schedule. And then I'm going to invite you to the Interpreter Golden Circle. This is a very exclusive membership for professional interpreters. Inside the circle, you can continue developing your skills, get specialized business coaching, and get all the calmness and clarity you need for a prosperous and satisfying professional and personal life. So, are you ready to dive in? Let's do this. If you are an interpreter, probably you are full of back-to-back assignments, travel between locations, constant video calls, last-minute changes, email, admin, reports, billings, scheduling, all the invisible work that goes around the actual interpreting. What often happens is that our calendar fills up very, very quickly with everyone else's needs. The needs of the clients that we have, like the courts or the hospitals, agencies, the needs of our supervisors or coordinators, the needs of our family, community, church, kids, aging parents. And suddenly, when you look at your week in your calendar, it's like you disappeared from your own calendar. Can you relate to that? In the March call, I shared that even I, for a long time, had way too many blocks on a single day, sometimes 4, 5, or 6 blocks of separate activities in a day. And on paper, that looked productive. But the truth is, it was just exhausting. So the question is, how do we reclaim our time and energy without quitting the work we love? One of the tools we explored in the March call was a simple block system for your calendar. And instead of trying to fill every minute, we talk about things like limiting ourselves to 2 or 3 blocks a day whenever possible. And a block might be interpreting in the morning, doing admin work in the afternoon, and maybe doing yoga in the evening. Another thing that we mentioned was allowing ourselves to pick nice colors for our categories for our activities, like interpreting work, teaching or coaching if you do kind of work as well, admin, billing, email, relaxation and self-care, and also the category of learning or professional development. What I discovered over time is that when I squeeze 4, 5, or 6 blocks in one day, I end up very tired and cranky. And when I keep it to 2 to 3 blocks with some empty space before and after, I'm calmer, more focused, and I enjoy my life more. So I want you to really, really hear this. A healthy calendar should be a reflection of what you love to do. A healthy calendar should be a reflection of what you love to do. You got it? A healthy calendar should be a reflection of what you love to do. Yeah. I encourage participants to ask, how many events in my week are truly relaxing? where I am not preparing or performing or producing. And how many open spaces do I have that is time that is not scheduled, time that is free time to rest, to walk, play with your pet, or just be a human being. We also talk about choosing life. So when in doubt, when it comes time to fill in your calendar, and there are two activities you cannot make up your mind about, choose life. For me, that meant fiercely protecting things like my morning yoga, my empty evenings that I spend with my family, and moments where I am not a provider, nor a problem solver, just a person. As interpreters, we are trained to show up for everyone else's emergencies. The March call was about also showing up for ourselves. We also practice something very simple but powerful, which is a breath-based calm. On the March call, we started with a guided breathing practice. Inhaling slowly and pausing, exhaling slowly and pausing. And repeating that rhythm to bring down the nervous system and let your body know you are safe right now. Because our calendars can make us feel really unsafe so many times. So you can try this mini version right now here with me. Are you ready? We're going to inhale to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to pause. 3, 2, 1. And we're going to exhale to the count of 4. 2, 3, 4. And pause again. 2, 3, 4. And let it settle down. You can do this as long as you need it. Even 1 or 2 minutes of this creates more clarity, less mental noise, and a brain that can actually discern what is really important today. When we are overloaded, the brain basically says, too much, I'm shutting down. But when we're calm, the truly important things light up on their own. That's why the sequence in these calls is calm the body and nervous system first, then invite clarity about time, energy, work, and life. We also talk about very concrete shifts you can make in your day as an interpreter. For example, batching email and admin tasks. Instead of checking and answering emails all day long, create one block in the morning and one in the afternoon to do that. And during those blocks, you only do email or any other assignment. This protects your focus and energy. The next thing was schedule micro rests during the workday. Short pauses between assignments can give you a little break. A quiet snack without your phone, a brief walk down the hallway or outside. These pockets of rest are more effective than collapsing only at the end of the day. So we're always waiting for something to finish the rest. What I'm saying, let's not do that and find little pockets of rest in between assignments and during the time of your assignments or other tasks or work that you do during the day. And the next thing is naming what truly matters. Ask, what absolutely needs my full attention today? And this is something you can ask yourself first thing in the morning. What's the one thing that needs my full attention today? And just do that. You can also ask, what can be grouped, simplified, or dropped in my calendar, right? And this is a very good exercise to do weekly or even daily. The goal is not to have a perfect calendar. The goal is a calendar that supports your humanity as an interpreter, your body, your brain, your heart, and your relationships. If what I am describing resonates with you, if you're feeling the weight of a packed schedule, or you're noticing your energy leaking out in 1,000 directions, I love for you to join the Interpreter Golden Circle. Who it's for? All language interpreters, court, medical, community, conference, educational, freelance, or staff. This membership helps professional interpreters strengthen their performance, maintain their skills with continuing education, grow professionally, and prevent burnout, all inside one supportive community. I love to walk this journey with you. Click on the link and learn more about the Interpreter Golden Circle. See you soon.